In a small village surrounded by mountains on all sides, there was one house that no one dared approach. A crooked house with rusty doors and windows always closed. An old man named Salem lived there, or that was his name before he fell silent forever. For many years, no one had seen him leave the house, speak, or even buy food. Yet the house sometimes lit up from the inside, and a faint whisper could be heard, resembling muffled crying or a strange prayer in a language unknown to anyone. One cold night, a young man named Yusuf arrived from the city. He was visiting his grandmother in the village. As the night grew late, he got lost among the winding dirt roads. No phone signal, no cars, and the cold began to bite him. As he searched for shelter, he noticed a faint light coming from Salem's window. He approached, hesitated, but finally knocked on the door. First knock, no response. Second knock, no sound. Third knock, the door opened on its own. Inside was darker than it should have been. A strange smell hit his nose, a mixture of damp earth and burnt wood. He entered cautiously, calling out, "Is anyone here?" But everything was still, until he heard footsteps coming from upstairs, slow, dragging something behind them. Yusuf climbed the stairs, his hands trembling. The closer he got to the sound, the heavier the air seemed to become, and his heart pounded like war drums. He reached an open room at the end of the hall. He entered, and there in the corner sat Salem. His back hunched, his face lowered, mumbling incomprehensible words. Yusuf spoke, his voice shaky. "Sir, I'm lost. I need help." Salem suddenly went silent. Then he slowly raised his head, and his eyes were completely hollow, with nothing but a deep black void in them. He smiled a cold smile and said in a lifeless voice, "You knocked 3 times." In an instant, the door slammed shut behind Yusuf. The light went out. Salem's voice grew louder and closer, as if he was no longer sitting. The next morning, the door remained shut. But the villagers who passed by swore they saw 2 faces behind the upstairs window, staring unmoving. To this day, the villagers warn outsiders, do not knock on Salem's door 3 times.